Have you ever promised yourself you'd start fresh on Monday, only to find that Monday came and went and nothing changed? Have you ever said, "This time will be different," but somehow ended up right back where you started? How many times have you tried to reboot your life, only to feel frustrated, stuck, or disappointed in yourself? If any of that sounds familiar, you're not alone. We've all been there. It's the allure of the clean slate, the idea that a new week, a new month, or a new year will magically give us with the motivation and discipline we've been lacking. But here's the truth. Monday isn't magic, it's just another day. This Monday myth often leads to a cycle of procrastination and disappointment. We put off changes, telling ourselves we'll be more ready, more energized, or have more time next week. The problem is, next week rarely looks different from this week. We fall into the trap of thinking change needs to be monumental, a grand overhaul of our entire lives. This overwhelming feeling can be paralyzing, making it even harder to begin. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect burst of motivation, and in doing so, we often wait forever. Waiting for another Monday actually works against us and often makes things worse. Imagine you decide to start losing weight on Monday. You're giving yourself an excuse to go all out until then. Your mind might say, "I'm going to start a really strict diet on Monday. Maybe even try to fast or eat almost nothing. Since I'll be so tough on myself then, I might as well enjoy everything I can now." This way of thinking turns the days before Monday into a free-for-all. We might eat too much unhealthy food, skip all our workouts, or generally make choices that hurt our long-term goals. We tell ourselves, "It's okay, it doesn't count, because Monday is my fresh start." The problem? This pattern actually messes up your efforts before you even begin. Not only do you often undo any good you did before, but you might even end up in a worse spot than when you started, heavier, more tired, and feeling more defeated. Then, when Monday does come, you're not full of energy and ready to go. You're often bloated, sluggish, and wishing you hadn't overdone it. The extreme plan you had in mind now feels even more impossible. Your motivation fades, and before you know it, that fresh start gets pushed to next Monday. The cycle keeps going and nothing truly changes. This isn't just about losing weight. It applies to any goal. Want to start a new hobby? I'll buy all the stuff and spend all next weekend on it. Want to clean your home? I'll make sure nothing else is planned for a whole day next month. This waiting period, built on the idea of a big future start, becomes a time of doing nothing, or even doing things that hurt your goal, making it even harder to begin when the time comes. It's time to break free from this pattern that only holds you back. The answer to the Monday myth is simple. Start now. Don't wait until tomorrow or next week. Do it right this minute. This doesn't mean you have to completely change your whole life at once. Instead, it's about taking the smallest step you possibly can. Think about something you've been meaning to do. Maybe it's exercising, learning a second language like English, cleaning up your space, or even getting along better with people. Often, we get stuck overthinking everything. We spend forever planning and researching, but never actually doing. This is where Start Now helps. It lets you skip trying to be perfect and just focus on doing something. For example, if you want to start exercising, instead of planning to go to the gym hard 5 days a week, just stretch for 5 minutes. If you're learning English, instead of telling yourself you'll travel to the UK or the US next year to practice English, you can practice speaking English 5 minutes per day. If you want to clean up, pick up one thing and decide if you'll keep it, give it away, or throw it out. The main idea is to make it so easy to start that it feels almost impossible not to. This small, quick action stops you from doing nothing and helps you build steam. It teaches your brain to connect your goal with doing, not just wishing. Starting small is the most important part of making lasting changes. Big, exciting goals can get you pumped up, but they can also feel too big to handle. When we try to do too much too fast, we often get tired or upset if things don't change as quickly as we hoped. This makes us give up completely. Instead, let's use the power of tiny habits. These are changes so small, they almost seem silly. For example, if you want to read more, just read 1 page a day. If you want to drink more water, take 1 extra sip when you walk by the kitchen. The goal is to make the habit so simple that doing it all the time feels easy. The magic isn't in how big the first step is, but in doing it regularly. By taking small steps all the time, you build speed. Every little success makes you believe more in your ability to change. These tiny habits are like building blocks that slowly lead to much bigger changes. You're not just relying on willpower, which can run out. Instead, you're building a routine that makes progress happen naturally. Remember, even a super long journey starts with just 1 step, and that step doesn't have to be a giant leap. there's a simple little phrase that holds a lot of truth. Nothing changes if nothing changes. At first, it might sound a bit obvious, but when you stop and really think about it, it's a gentle reminder that we are the architects of our own lives. If we sit around waiting for things to magically get better, or for someone else to make the first move, we might end up waiting forever. But this isn't about blaming ourselves. It's actually about giving ourselves a bit of power back. It's about understanding that if we truly want something to shift, we usually have to take that first small step. And it doesn't have to be anything big or dramatic. Even the tiniest action, something that nudges us just a little outside our comfort zone, can set things in motion. So how can you actually start doing this in your own life right away? It's simpler than you think. First, pick just one thing you want to change or improve. Don't try to fix everything at once. That's a recipe for feeling overwhelmed and giving up. Just focus on one specific area. For example, instead of saying, I want to get healthy, pick something more focused, like I want to drink more water, or I want to walk a little more each day. Another example, instead of I want to be more organized, choose I want to clear off my kitchen counter, or I want to sort my mail. If you want to improve your English, don't promise yourself you'll study for hours. Instead, try to learn one new English word today, or listen to one English song, or read just one sentence in English. Next, break it down into the smallest step possible. We're talking tiny, almost silly small. What's the absolute tiniest thing you can do today to move forward? If your goal is to drink more water, don't tell yourself you'll drink a gallon. Just fill a glass of water right now and drink it. Or put a water bottle on your desk so it's easy to see. If you want to start exercising, don't plan a 60-minute gym session. Just do 5 squats right where you are. Or walk to your mailbox and back. If you want to read more, don't commit to a whole chapter. Just read one sentence from a book you've been meaning to open, or pick up the book and just look at the cover. If you want to learn something new, like English, don't sign up for an entire course. Just watch one short video in English, or look up one new English expression, or read one English headline. If you want to tidy up, don't plan to deep clean your whole house. Just put one item back where it belongs. Pick up one piece of trash. Take that step. Now. Don't think about it too much. Don't wonder if it's perfect. Just do it. The power is in taking action, no matter how small. It's about getting off the starting line. Remember, this whole idea isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress. It's about slowly, patiently, and practically moving forward, starting right from where you are today. Every big journey, every amazing change begins with one small step. So, what's that little step you're going to take right now? What's your start now, start small moment going to be today? I hope this episode gives you the gentle push you need to take that very first tiny step forward right now. This is David from Ready, Set, English, and you've been listening to the Slow English podcast. Remember, you have the power to create the changes you want to see in your life, starting today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.